What is going on? Hello there, fellow subscribers, fellow community of 33 subscribers. The Ki-100. So I've been browsing through my latest recent uploads and did some analytics on my videos, and I figured that my Ki-100 video is one of the most viewed videos of my channel. A whopping 140 views. Yay! This actually strikes me as a little odd because whenever I fly out 3.7, I mostly don't see the Ki-100 in game. It seems to me that most players just tend to ignore it. Something you absolutely shouldn't, because the Ki-100 is a great plane. But more on that later. Yet still somehow people seem to be interested in videos about this plane. I mean, that's the conclusion I kind of draw. Or maybe it's just coincidence. I don't know. Anyways, I decided to revisit the Ki-100, flew it out a bit, and actually had some decent matches in it. And spoiler alert, it's another carry match, apparently. And spoiler alert, it's a 5-kill game. Which you don't see in the background at the moment. It's just, you know, filler material to get a nice intro done. For example, this Focke-Wulf, he's gonna try rolling. But it's not gonna work. He's also trying to kind of air brake me, but I mean, using his landing flaps, it's a good idea. Rolling is a good idea, but I just throttle drop him, and yeah, and he's history. But back to the Ki-100. I still don't see a reason why people tend to ignore this plane, because, like I said before, it's a very good fighter. It doesn't excel at anything special. It doesn't have the best climb rate, or the best roll rate, or the best energy retention, the best guns, the best turn rate. I mean, you name it. It rather falls into this jack of all trades role. So the first time I flew it out and made this first video, I was pretty impressed by its performance. But to be honest, I flew it out again and I thought, well, it's a good plane, but I kind of see a point. Like I said, it's a jack of all trades and not the best plane at 3.7. Especially its dive speed is mediocre. It compresses at around 600 kph. Especially the rudder is compressing. Something you're about to see when I'm engaging the Spitfire. So yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's not a beginner plane, but you would need a little bit of experience in how to read energy levels of your enemy and how to read the flow of the battle, and you should have decent situational awareness. And here I'm trying to predict his move, and yeah, it's not gonna work. I'm starting to compress at around 600, but at least I got enough speed under my belt to safely get away. And I'm starting to bait him for my team, which is willingly taking the bait. Well done. Yeah, very good. So to wrap this point up, my theory is that with the recent addition of the new nations, the Ki-100 kinda lost its spot as a total seal plumber. Nevertheless, as long as you remain patient and side climb a bit, you should definitely try this plane if you haven't tried it before, because it's still a joy to fly. And speaking about joy to fly, this Spitfire not so much. Let's talk about the guns. The guns are actually pretty good. They are most mounted nose mounted guns. I do not prefer the nose mounted guns because my aim kinda suffers from it, but it's totally up to you to decide what you prefer. I would definitely recommend using the ground target belts for the 20 mils, because as you can see, the ground target belts have a good mix between armor piercing incendiaries and the high explosive fragmentation incendiaries. And this results in either beautiful flames and fires or snipe pilots. One downside is that the velocity of the bullets is rather slow, so keep that in mind. If you think you lead enough, just lead a little more, as the saying goes. And last but not least, I definitely recommend you using the manual engine controls, because the Ki-100 tends to overheat rather quickly, especially the oil. But if you use a radiator setting of... Come on, yes we can. If you use a radiator setting of around 40% and switch your supercharger accordingly and use a prop pitch of around 90, you can web indefinitely. But back to the match. We were faced with a rather gullible enemy team. What's that? No, it's an SM91. So them being low quite helped a bit in this carry. Nevertheless, my friendly Zeros over there, they seem to vanish in a black hole in a few minutes, which leaves me and a Ki-21 left behind. So I've skipped a bit, just spared you the boring part of me circling around their airfield trying to spot the remaining players. And I actually spotted a dot. And there he is, the SM91 again. And if you have flown out the SM91, you know that this plane is actually pretty dangerous in a head-on, because of 6 MG151s in the nose. And it's also very dangerous to take on from behind because of the MG151. Yeah, so how do you approach this problem? Just do it like I do. Fire along a burst, hope that something connects. And this hope is being spoiled, but spoiler alert. He just pancakes. Yeah, I'm not sure if this was on purpose or not. My guess is he was in his gunner seat and totally forgot to level out his plane. Coming up next, a Yak-1 in a 3.7. I don't know why he's doing this. I think he wants to prove himself to Stalin. Tries to be a hero, tries to be useful. Spoiler alert, it's not gonna happen. Yet still I should be cautious, not so much because of this Yak-1, but of this Yak-9 behind him. Because if you look at my altitude, this is Yak territory. So I just want to extend a little bit further before I engage this Yak-1. So again, classic energy trap. High yo-yo, I merge with this guy. I pull up, loop over him, go onto this tight spiral climbing spiral, pop my landing flaps, and he's about to stall out just right below me right now. There he comes. Or goes. And that's another pilot snipe. And another fire. All hail to the 20 mil ground target bells. But I think that's the right moment to make a confession, because if you know how the guns are distributed in this plane, a convergence setting of 800 meters doesn't make any sense. Unless you think, like the idiot that I am, that all the guns are mounted in the nose. Which they aren't apparently. So that's why I messed up my convergence. And I should have put it to 500 meters instead. So the Yak-1 is a little bit... No, it's a Yak-9, I'm sorry. Yak-9K? Is it a Yak-9K? He's a little bit smarter. He's actually not falling for my energy trap. And he's remaining evasive. Yet still, this plays into my hand because I hold the energy advantage. And again, he's going evasive. And at this point I decide, well, I should take out this Wellington first. Because this Wellington, he's just... Yeah, he's RTB. Returning to base, that is. So I want to take him out before he's gonna get the idea to maybe base camp. And although the game doesn't tell me what I critted here, I see part of his elevator flying off, so my guess is that he's gonna crash on landing, which he eventually does. Alright, now pay close attention, please, to my altitude. I mean my speed and the closing rate of the Yak-9. He's creeping up on me. Which means that my energy advantage is slowly melting away, and that's something I don't want. So this, combined with the fact that his climb rate on these altitudes is much better than mine, leaves me with a choice. I could either try and zoom climb away from this guy to high altitudes where his engine is starting to suffer, or I don't. So I'd like to ask you what you have done in this situation. Write it down in the comments. Anyways, you know me, I'm a little impatient. But I'm trying something different here. And that is, I'm using my better maneuvering energy retention against his. So again, up and over, merge. Do a vertical climbing spiral. I mean, what else would it be? And now all I need to manage is to stay above this guy. Right now, you could see him, he's pulling up, but he lost all his speed in the process, and he's about to stall right in front of my guns. I managed to pull up my nose right in time and miss all my shots. I don't know what to say about this. But from here on, I think this guy is... I'm very confident that I can kill this guy. Because, like I said, all I need to manage is to either shoot him down. He's perfect. Come on. Perfect profile. But not enough lead. But as long as I stay above this guy, I'm actually pretty safe. So again, maneuvering for a good angle. He's remaining in a flat turn. He should do some scissors instead, but yeah, I wouldn't fall for that, for sure. And he's just flat turning, kinda. And now he's opening himself up for me. I can easily cut into his turn, and this time I get him. Come on, I can do it. Oh my god. At least I got the Wellington But it's not even the premium one. Come on, Wicked, you can do this. You can do this. Maybe this time. Maybe this time. No, not this time, but next time. And now he's trying to run away from me. He's trying to run away from it as well, but you know, it's not gonna happen. Simply because I managed my energy quite effectively in this dogfight. And this lag pursuit I'm doing right now is perfect to creep up on enemies. And there he comes again. Can I kill him this time? Yes, no. Go on, 48 rounds. 48 rounds. And 2 minutes of fuel. Come on, Wicked. Please. Come on. Stop potato aiming. I mean, I don't know what this guy is thinking. He might be thinking, oh man, this guy's never gonna get me. But yeah, finally, yes. A few. 0 bullets left. And around 2 minutes of fuel. Yeah, and look at the timer, 4 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was really that close to mess this up. But alas, I didn't. I brought honor to the Emperor. Alright, so thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me. Have a good one. Just give this plane a try. Do not ignore it. It's a great, great plane. It's a really fun plane. Stay safe and see you next time. And like and subscribe.